From Idaho's News Channel 7, this is Friday Night Football.
Welcome on into Friday Night Football. Jay Tuss alongside Will Hall. Week 3 of the high school football season officially in the books, and what a week it was.
Absolutely. A lot of highlights to get to, and also a quick thank you from us. We love when you tune in online right now live on our KTVB YouTube page, as well as streaming live on KTVB.com. We do this every Friday night after the news at 10.
Yeah, all right, let's get to these highlights. We go on over to Donna Larson Park. Capital hosting Mountain View. The Eagles looking to stay undefeated on the season. Early on, it looked as if they would. They jumped out to a 14-0 first half lead. We pick it up with the same score in the third. Jake Ferris trying to buy time. The ball gets on the ground. Cooper Leaf falls on it. Capital with all the momentum in the world, or it seemed that way. A couple of plays later, Carson Bonning rolls out. He completes the pass, but Jason Wells and Bronx Barris jar the ball loose. Chase Norton recovers it, and we are headed the other way. You know, Will, we spend a lot of time highlighting offensive guys, but we had to give
the
Chase Norton his due this evening. The senior played out of his mind in the third. He breaks up the pass as Capital tries to get Jonah Blackham involved. In the fourth quarter, same guy's involved, same guy wins. Then, with the score tied at 14, midway through the fourth, it's Norton again. Perfect 10. He picks off the pass and returns it. Now, for the Mavs, unfortunately, their drive would stall. They called a timeout, decided to punt on 4th and short from midfield, and then this happens. Good decision, Coach Benedict. Bronx Barris falls on it. Mountain View is in business deep inside the red zone. From there, Ferris goes to the air. Colby Pugh had a couple of touchdowns.
Wow.
This is the last one. It would be the go-ahead, game-winning touchdown. Mountain View rallies out of a 14-0 hole to improve to 2-1 on the season. 21-14 the final. My goodness.
What a catch from Colby there. Those unis, oh, fantastic.
Does it surprise you, though?
No, it doesn't. Never does from Mountain View. Utah State offensive coordinator Mike Sanford in the house over at Eagle tonight to watch Boris Stud Austin Bolt pick things up in the third. Mustangs Jackson Stampley putting the stamp on things right there for the nice gain. That drive ends in the end zone. Ben Ford up the middle for the score. Mustangs go ahead 15-zip. Bolt trying to rally the Lions in the third. Nice play out of nothing. Good connection here to Cam Pruitt for the gainer. Later in the drive, Bolt on the scramble for the nice gain. That drive, however, would stall out. An Eagle would capitalize. Apologies for me coughing here mid-highlight. This is Charlie Baker, the nice gainer up the middle. How long has Baker been at Eagle, by the way,
It feels like he's been playing on varsity forever. Check his eligibility. No, I'm just kidding. Went out and talked to him earlier this year. He's good, both in terms of eligibility and on the football field. How about Ben Ford?
Big Ben punches it in once again. Eagle takes down Bora tonight, 29-13. The final.
The Lions continue to fight till the end, but I think the Mustangs got a good squad. And by the way, you mentioned Mike Stanford, John Anderson in attendance.
Unbeatable combo.
I'm sorry, buddy, but you were no better than the third coolest guy at that game. It's okay. If I was there, I would have been no better than fourth, but those guys are awesome.
They certainly are. It was so great to see them. All right, so staying in Class 5A, story time here. Earlier in the week, I'm walking my dog, Addie. I run into Timberline head coach Ian Smart.
And what did he say?
He says, you know what, we're playing on Friday the 13th. We're trying to snap a 13-game losing streak. I feel good about our matchup with Meridian.
All right, let's get weird then.
Oh,
Friday the 13th highlights.
First quarter, Wolves defense playing weird. Getting the interception here. It's Sam Rodenbaugh picking off Braden Hahn. Nice gain. He would take it back down the sidelines on the return. Timberline's defense just came to play tonight. Brantley Yoakum with a TFL right there. Later, this is Lachlan Johnson coming up with the big tackle for loss. Wolves offense trying to get things going in the second. Andy Peters, nice ball on the money. What a catch. Garrett Lavin laying out for the grab. However, that drive would stall out plays later. Meridian would strike first in the second. It's Braden Hahn on the keeper. Punches it in for the score. 7-zip Meridian goes ahead. But how about this? We flash forward. Final play of the game in Timberline. Pulls off the stunner. They go on the road, snap the 13-game losing streak on Friday the 13th. This video, courtesy of Kathy Ritter Phillips. Thank you so much, Kathy, for sending it in. Big congrats to the Wolves. They get the win tonight, 26-25 the final.
We can't say to the very end of all these games, so the fact that Kathy sent this in, we get to experience this magic, absolutely awesome. All right, Skyview. hosting Centennial. We pick it up in the second quarter. Skyview quarterback Clayton Francis here throws it up, and, well, it's the Centennial defender that comes down with it. Connor Seagraves intercepts it, and we're headed the other way, Patriots football. After that, how about this? Their quarterback, Jack Benson, throws it up. Nice gainer here. Rolling out. Okay, that works, right? Cut it back, pick up a few yards. There we go. After that, now we get down a little closer to the end zone. Benson throws it up to Luke Shabbat, and, well, he would haul in a touchdown. There's not much this kid isn't good at when it comes to sports. That made it 20-7 in favor of Centennial, and guess what? The Patriots would go on to win from there. 26-21 the final. They improved to 2-1 on the season. Only one win short of last year's win total, might I add.
How about that? Big congrats to the Patriots. All right, sorry, mid-highlight, I had to get some water in me. I don't believe I will cough anymore. Apologies to viewers, apologies to JT. Let's roll with the highlights. Heading down to Class 4A Ridgeview. Hosting Kuna tonight, the Cavemen enter this one ranked number 1 in Class 4A. They show why tonight. Sean Austin connecting with Mason Latham for the long touchdown. That makes it 22-7. Kuna out in front. Thank you, JT, for more water. Later, you know the saying, not broken, don't fix it. Austin connecting with Latham. Same combo, same result, another score. Ridgeview would get a score right before halftime, though, on a Hail Mary. This is going to be Isis Albor throwing up a prayer. And you know what, Ridgeview, I like your unis, but sometimes I can't see your jersey number, so we believe this is Connor Lewis answering the prayer. Yeah, hauling in the Hail Mary for the touchdown right before halftime. However, Kuna would roll 57-21 the final.
Answered, maybe yours will be.
Yeah, it might be.
Speaking of Hail Marys, Bishop Kelly hosting Columbia. You know what? When you go on the road, you got to get a little crazy to try to pull off an upset. Adrian Martinez puts the Wild in Wildcats. I don't know if that was an ill-advised pitch or not, but probably wouldn't go there again. Going the other way, Bo Nelson with the bomb here to Keegan Coteau. That made it 14-0 in favor of the Knights. How about a little more defense here, though? Riley Lazama comes up. He's out of your screen now, but there he is.
Boom!
In the lumber. With under a minute to go in the half, Columbia would try to put their foot on the gas. Again, they had upset on the mind, but BK was thinking something else. Austin Collett here to Dallas Christensen for the completion. He puts it on the deck, though. Jay Horning whiffs, and that's a good thing because Keegan picks it up, and number 6 gets 6 more. He scored on offense, he scored on defense, and there was more scoring for BK to follow. 40-8, the final. The Knights improved to 2-1 on the season.
Keegan's in studio. My question for him, did he score by kicking? We'll find out in moments. Thumbs up, thumbs down, fellas.
Thumbs up, thumbs down? Thumbs down,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We'll get there in a moment. Hang on, because the Knights are in studio, as we said. These highlights, Nampa hosting Mountain Home.
Cade Smith running it in for the score right there. That made it 7-zip. Nampa out in front. Later in the first, Donovan Estrada connecting with Braden Draper. He runs to near the 26-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Nice gain right there. A couple plays later, Estrada scrambling. He has wheels, just buys time, makes plays with his feet, getting closer to scoring yet again for the Bulldogs. Whoop! Where is he? There he is, making defenders miss. He is fun to watch. Where's number 2? Where have we seen number 2 make plays like that with his feet? Go back to the A&M days. Johnny Manziel, he was fun to watch. So is Donovan. That leads to this play. Estrada connecting with Colton Siebel for the score. That made it 14-zip Nampa. Bulldogs continue to roll. They take down Mountain Home tonight, 42-6, the final. Staying in Class 4A, Middleton hosting Caldwell this evening. Beautiful night out there for some Friday night football. We love it. Heading out to Middleton, up 40-0 as the second half begins. The opening kickoff of the second half. Vikings Cash Cowdery. I promise you, he's not that fast in real life. We just zoomed in ahead.
He might
Cash
be, though.
does have
you
wheels.
There.
Before finally being brought down.
Did you edit these highlights?
I did not.
Do you need more water?
Yes. Later, quarterback Ray Aguilar Gallup completes this one to wide receiver Mason Nichols. And then Ray bobbling it, still completes it to Nichols again for the score. Middleton takes down Caldwell tonight, 54-0 the final.
All right, how about Weezer hosting Payette? Good crowd out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who had the pleasure of driving out this far for this game? I think it was Chase.
I think it was too.
I'm just kidding, it was Brett.
Brett, speaking of Brett Spencer with the long touchdown
How about
pass.
that?
Well, that's what we call a
stayed and got through the
segue.
highlights.
But it would get called back on a holding penalty, so the Wolverines would end that drive with this field goal to take an early 3-zip lead. Later, Spencer, this one's not coming back. No penalty there, another touchdown pass. Weezer knocks off Gooding in a thriller, 45-42, the final.
A shootout, my goodness. In all honesty, though, I love making the trip out there this time of year. Beautiful, sun setting, it's not too cold. Wonderful. Okay, up next, we got Marsing at Payette, I believe.
And we have our play of the week in this game. You have to see this. Blake Garcia. Look at this, the tip drill.
Oh, my goodness.
Is he going to score too? He's going to score.
I mean, does the defender get the assist?
Unbelievable. I think so. Oh, my goodness. What a play, Blake. Payette would roll in this one over Marsing, 27-8 the final.
Yeah, I really thought that maybe I had a couple plays of the week, but that takes the cake right there. How about this? A good crowd out at New Plymouth for this game. They were hosting the Nissa Bulldogs.
Yeah, Nissa quarterback Landon McDowell fakes the handoff, then runs for the big game. Later, McDowell hands off to Santiago Miranda. Powers his way into the end zone for the game's first score. Later, the Pilgrims, Derek Hampton completes the short pass to Kobe Williams with the big gain after the catch. What do they call that, JT?
Football game, my goodness. I think they call it a physical football game.
I think they do too. The Bulldogs, McDowell pitches to Caleb Benson, makes a good gain before being pulled down. Nissa shuts out New Plymouth tonight on the road, 27-0 the final.
Up next, Homedale hosting Baker City. We picked this one up, Baker City, with a nice little first down on their second possession of the game. QB Spencer short-lift mishandles the snap and fumbles the ball. And that was Hayden, what did we got here?
Kinchelo
with the recovery.
Homedale's Daniel Uranga goes for the touchdown pass, but he gets denied right there by Riley.
We had a lot of good defensive plays this week.
A lot of Carson Freelove gonna punch this one in for the score. Homedale continues to roll. They take down Baker City tonight, 28-7. All righty, time now for our plays of the week. You saw it moments ago, but actually, hold up.
Yeah.
We got an audible.
Yeah, we do, because on Thursday night, Rocky Mountain was taking on Boise. I'm not going to lie, you can probably guess how this one went. More of that. Colby Jackson goes up top. Nobody's going to catch his wide receiver. That made it 14-0. A little bit later on, they go on top 21-0 with a little bit of the ground and pound. After that, Colby puts it on the perimeter, and well, Jacob Erickson would just take it from there. House call for number 1, Rocky Mountain. I'm not going to lie, they destroyed Boise 59-0 in the final.
I'm not gonna lie though, I love Boise's unicom. The white, the black jersey, the red helmets. 2 thumbs up, Brave.
And I'll say this: those kids play hard. Boise, they don't have a lot of numbers on the sideline.
Yes.
You look over at Rocky.
Yes.
They got tons of kids over there. Boise plays hard.
They have to go both ways. Exhausted by the second quarter, but the efforts there, fellas. Keep punching things through.
Absolutely.
Keep working hard. This is why on Friday the 13th we get a little weird on Friday Night Football. I apologize for coughing so much during highlights. I just needed some water, and well, we got some water, so we're doing better.
You gotta stop apologizing so much. It's okay. Guess what? We got plays of the week. That'll make up for whatever this guy's doing.
Let's head back to Payette.
You pointed this out earlier, just moments ago.
Blake Garcia from Payette. That might be up there with plays of the year. It's an early season nominee for our top play of the high school football season. What a grab right there.
I agree. Awesome play.
All right. Time now for play of the week number 2. Timberline's Andy Peters right on the money. He's got colleges coming after him. That throw Y right there, folks. Garrett Lavin, the nice diving catch. And then our final play of the week, we go back
The celebration.
The celebration. Big congrats to Timberline. They snapped the 13-game losing streak tonight.
Pretty awesome, though. I love
Absolutely.
it. Retell the story. You're walking your dog. You see Coach Smart over at Timberline. And,
Yes.
He could sense this was coming, right?
Yes, absolutely. So we're walking with Addie, and immediately Addie goes up and just loves on Coach Smart. And Coach Smart, you know what? He was saying, it's Friday the 13th. We're playing Meridian. We need to snap a 13-game losing streak. So they're able to do that tonight. He was feeling good about this matchup.
Yeah.
It shows off tonight.
We got the Bishop Kelly Knights in the studio. Normally we sit on the couch, but guys, you deserve it tonight.
Absolutely.
A hard-fought win, I'll say, over Columbia. In all honesty, though, that game did open up maybe a little lackluster for you guys, right? I mean, until that big play right before halftime that Keegan made, picks up the fumble and takes it to the house. But what were you guys kind of thinking at that moment?
Just it was really good to get a play. I mean,
yeah,
we came out a little flat, but we always get going. Stack high helps a little bit.
Yeah.
Get us going a little bit.
Yeah, we started being able to run the ball on them, and then that opened up so many opportunities for passing to Keegan too, and the fumble recovery, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fellas, I want to ask you, you go back 1 week ago. You start the season probably not the way you guys wanted to, with a home loss to Nampa. Then you go immediately on the road to one of your top teams in the 4A SIC, on the road at Valley View, one of the top playmakers in the state in Land Larison. You pick up the big road win last week. How big was that for you?
I think it was really big for a team, especially bouncing back from a loss. I think the first game was eye-opening for us. We kind of figured out that we made a lot of mistakes and fixed some things, and the big road win helped us carry into this week.
Can you guys give us a little insight as to what that week was like after week one? It's not often that you guys lose football games at all, but to open the season like that, I would assume that next week of practice was probably a little interesting.
Yeah, that next week was definitely our most intense week of practice so far. We're pushing each other, so paid off.
Is it cliche to say that it was an eye-opener, or was it truly an eye-opener that kind of makes you realize how fine that the margin of error is, and you really can't slack off on a Friday night or you're going to get beat?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think every week you make mistakes, but that first Friday we just started off not how we wanted, and the next week we at practice we just really worked hard, and I think that paid off in the end.
Fellas, 2 weeks from that loss, Bo, I'll ask you, what do you feel like you guys, especially offensively, where do you guys feel like you have improved most in those 2 weeks?
A lot on the ground, but I mean, we're messing around with a new system a little bit too. So we do take pride in being able to run the ball, So we like to work on that a lot, and we're pretty happy with how we've been able to do it so far. So.
Bo, how are you mixing things up a little bit this year on offense?
We're in the gun a little bit more. We got Max back there, and he's pretty talented, so we're working with that a little bit more, and it's been fun.
I mean, seriously, has it been fun? I mean, that is something that is a little out of the box or a little out of the ordinary for Bishop Kelly football. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, we started working on it at camp a little bit, and then just I've been fine-tuning it kind of in these first couple weeks here, and yeah, it's been really fun. Yeah, it's been going well for us.
Fellas, defensively, what's been working for you guys?
We blitzed a lot this week, a lot of edge blitzes,
Yeah.
and especially against Columbia, they didn't have anyone pick the outside linebackers up, so we just kind of had free access to the quarterback.
How much fun is that?
It was fantastic. I love that. Yeah.
I don't know. We saw him in a highlight though, but Riley was flying around the night that safety.
was.
Yeah. I really did good tonight.
Kid plays with a chip on his shoulder.
I can tell
for
that.
sure.
Yeah, not afraid to lay his shoulder into somebody too. I mean, there were a couple of pursuit plays that he made where I was tracking him. He's going all the way across the field just to get in on the ball carrier.
It was a good chance for you to say boom.
Boom.
Laying the boom.
Yes.
That's
Boom.
true.
Fellas, who we got next week?
We're gonna Emmett.
Emmett.
Yep.
Emmett. Okay. Thoughts on that matchup?
We like it. We really like
We
it.
do like it.
Yeah, we got to go to Emmett, but yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a fun one.
I'm curious, going on the road versus playing at home. I mean, everyone wants to play at home. Student section, you name it. Being at home, it's special, right? But is there something special about going on the road like you guys did last week at Valley View, kind of silence in the crowd?
Yeah, those ones are almost sweeter than when you get a good win at home because beating them on their home field. So definitely looking forward to getting some more of those, I think.
Yeah, I think going on the road and kind of stunning teams on their in front of their home crowd, sounds bad, but it's actually like really fun to win those games.
Hey,
Absolutely.
that is absolutely why
Yeah.
you play high school football.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree
Amen.
more with you guys.
Amen.
I'll go back to this one more time, Bo. And that's just you as a passer, man. How much more confidence are you gaining as the season kind of progresses here?
A lot more. I mean, every week's a new opportunity for us, and we're implementing new stuff every week. You know, based off who we're playing, and you know, every week I think our offensive coordinator, Coach Martino, I think he gets more comfortable. I think our offensive line gets more comfortable. You know, pass blocking. So yeah, it's been really good getting confidence for us.
I think we also have to give Coach Brennan a shout out really quick.
I was just going to say.
You know,
Yeah, for sure.
when I first, I've been back here for almost 8 years now.
Yeah.
And I remember he came back to Bishop Kelly, and he still seems as sharp as ever. What is it about him that gets you guys going? What is it, his coaching style, the way that, I swear, he never gives you guys an inch out there. What is it about him that keeps you guys so sharp?
You know, I think he sets his standards and he holds us to it. And he's pretty cutthroat, but he gets us going.
You guys are only the 8th Bishop Kelly team that I've probably talked with, and all of them say the exact same thing.
Right, absolutely. Fellas, the rest of you, fill in this blank. What's the best thing about playing for Bishop Kelly?
Probably, yeah, the tradition. Like, it's a winning tradition, and like us adding to that by winning the season, it helps, and it's just nice to recap on that.
Speaking of tradition, got to go back. A couple years ago, the fellas would always rave. Do you guys still do game day breakfast? Is it Ernie's?
Eddie's.
Eddie's.
Yeah.
You guys still do that?
Yeah.
It's on Wednesdays now.
I remember a couple years ago, Coach Brennan was like, Jay and Will, you guys got to come.
Yeah.
Do we have the invite this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get bumped up to Wednesday. It's not game day.
The schedule,
Wednesday morning.
schedule for a school switch.
Coffee talk.
Okay.
Okay. What time?
7:30.
Yeah.
7:30.
7:30 Eddies.
It's a little early, but
It's a little early, but I think
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good pancakes?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sold.
Yeah. You guys going to what do you guys do tomorrow now? You guys get a nice win on Friday. You gonna go to the Bishop Kelly. You gonna go to the Boise State game or what?
But what do we got tomorrow?
ACT.
You got
Wait, you go out, you play a football game, win 40-8 tonight. You stay late. It's almost 11 o'clock. You guys are with us here on Friday Night Football, and you're going to wake up and take the ACTs in the morning? What time are those at?
8 o'clock.
You're gonna be there
Oh, my
at
8 to
gosh.
12.
Yeah, 8 to 12.
Time to get 36.
Holy cow.
Student athletes.
But first, you're going to watch Game Day in Ames, Iowa, right? Go Cyclones? Anyone?
No, it's okay, guys. You don't have to fall for that.
Yeah,
The big
Will
Cyclone
went to
idiot
Iowa
over here.
State, wherever that is. Is that by Idaho?
It's in God's country. That's where it is. This is heaven. No, it's Iowa.
Yeah. Field of Dreams.
Yes, I was wondering if I was going to say
Yeah,
that.
you guys, in all honesty, though, we really appreciate it. Congrats.
Thanks, fellas.
I was down in Florida when I saw the result from the season opening score, and I got a little wide-eyed there because I didn't know what that meant for this year's team. But you guys have clearly rebounded, and you've put this thing back in the right direction. And you did some heavy lifting in terms of your schedule early. So
Yeah, no kidding.
maintain this course and maybe get redemption later on in the year.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Friday Night Football, streaming live on our YouTube page and KTVB.com. As always, we have plenty of highlights. In case you missed them tonight, they're over on KTVB.com. Friendly reminder, we'll be doing this every Friday night after the news at 10. For JT, I'm Will Hall. Thanks again, fellas, for joining us tonight. We'll see you same time, same place next Friday night.
Boom.